Okay, this is going to be a nice little oval painting today. I already have the linseed oil up here, so it's ready to go. I put a oval shape stencil on here, and we'll be ready to roll. Got a little bit of red here. Get into this red. A little bit of orange. Just to brighten this up a little bit. We'll start it out right in here. Pull some of this down into the water here. Got lots of different colors in there. Go a little bit more into straight orange and really brighten this up some more in here. And we're just doing little U-shaped strokes today. Pull the rest of this straight down. This will be a little something in the water later. Then we go back into just the crimson and just brighten the sky up nice and good here. You just use the same dirty brush. Just go all the way across. Now we're going to get just a little bit of blue. This is the ultramarine. Go right in here. Just give us a nice little bright sky up in here. Okay, that's good. And then we'll take some of that blue down here. We'll just bring it out. Just bring it straight out. I want some of this other color in there.
Okay, you're not going to get to it sideways. Put it down. Now, over here. For the third time today. Okay.
Okay, now go straight across. Take a nice dry brush. Go back up in here. Start with your lightest color and work your way up just to get rid of brush strokes. Just get rid of your brush strokes real quick, and then back and forth, just straight back and forth. Okay, now we're going to get us a little bit of white. Just tap into the tips of this brush here. And we're going to just throw in a couple little clouds here. Just brush the bottoms of the clouds a little bit. Okay, just a little bit more of that white. Maybe a little bit of clouds. Okay, and we just stir up the bottoms of these clouds a little bit to blend them out. Okay, maybe a little darker cloud will be up here. Because who knows, it may be getting some rough weather. You can kind of just fluff those clouds a little bit. Maybe tap a little bit here and there just to okay. Now, wash a brush real quick. Okay. Clean our brushes up. Now, I do have a dirty brush that I was doing the water back down in here with. So, we're going to bring a little bit of that maybe red, blue, maybe a touch of black in here. Okay. Just tap all that together, maybe just a little touch of white in here. Okay, we're just going to put a little bit of a hillside here. Just some bushes, trees, things laying back in here. Okay, just something about like that. Okay, takes that same color with your fan brush. Maybe there be a little tree here. Maybe a little Christmas tree here. It just sets out on the distance. Maybe put a little bit of brown in that. Maybe there's another one here. A little bit smaller. There's another little tree. Okay. Maybe another a little bigger tree here. And maybe there'll be a couple of those little trees down here in the water to pick up a little bit of that reflection. Just kind of tap back and forth. Okay, something like that. And then maybe this this hillside will be down in here as well. Okay, just kind of turn everything upside down a little bit. Bring it down in the water. Okay. We'll maybe we want one more, a little bit bigger here. And I do these trees because I need to practice, so. We're going to go ahead and throw this little one in here too. Okay. So, take my big brush, just come in here, pull some of that down, straight down, nice and easy. And then across, just to shimmer that water a little bit. Okay, just a little shimmer across that water. Okay, there we go. Now, this is going to have some white on it as well, because, you know, you do have some white back there in the background. I'm just going to put a little highlight here and there on these trees. Maybe a little bit of highlights on these bushes here and there. Okay. Get some more of this white. Okay. A little tiny bit of white here and there. Okay, and then maybe a little bit of this white. A little bit of that white sets out on here. Kind of pushes the trees back just a little bit. Lots of bushes here. Okay. So a little of this will be down in here as well. Okay, maybe a little bit in these trees. So you see a little bit of that. I'm going to take some of this, just barely pull that white down right near the shoreline. Bring it on down. And slowly, just barely raising the canvas to show that shimmering in the water. Now we're going to take a little bit of land here, just a little bit of this Van Dyke brown, and maybe up in here. We'll pull a little bit of this land out here. Okay, so pull that back off, put a little bit of white on here, and we're going to just graze that. There's a little bit of snow sitting out here on the shoreline. Just like we did in the mountains, where we just easily drag it along. And maybe there's the shoreline goes on out there like that. Okay. Now, I'll grab a little bit more of that white. Come under here. Right here. Let's take a little bit of that off. Remember, we don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. So you can turn anything that you do into something that works, like I just did there. See, I could have just tried to fix this, but see how I just smoothed it nice and straight again. So now I come here and just here and there make a couple little shimmers in the water. Okay. There we go. Maybe there's a little bit of ice on that water. So now we come back in here. We want to put in another dark bush. Come on in here. I'm just going to go straight Van Dyke brown, maybe into the black. And we're just going to go ahead and do this. Maybe there's a nice little tree setting up in here. Maybe it goes all the way up here. Okay. Okay. Now, come on down here like this. It's keep your brush loaded so that you can cover this up. Okay, we're going to come on out here like this. And we're going to just bring a couple little bushes up here like this. Bring this on out. Something like that. Bring this down because you'll have reflections in this water here. Okay. Take my knife, scrape up a couple of branches. I like using this knife because, you know, it gives you your branches and things without actually having to put paint on your knife again. Brings the colors out that you want. Maybe there's a couple little sticks and twigs down here. Another tall one up in here. Maybe a couple little sticks and twigs up in here too. And, you know, maybe you have a couple things that live out behind these trees. A couple little trees. Maybe something like that. And then okay, something like that. So don't forget your details in these things, because that gives you dimensions that you can work with. Now that we've got this here, I'm going to go ahead and drag in a little bit darker color here, and just, this will help push everything back nice and good, okay? Maybe that tree is in behind this stuff here. So, maybe these bushes get reflected down in this water. Okay. And maybe this will just be the base of this, that little water there. So, let's get our sticks and twigs back in here. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get our other big brush. Get my other big brush, wash it off here real quick. Okay, now we got to get into this white here, and maybe takes a little bit of this red. Just give it a little pinkish color here. Let's see what we got here. Okay. And then we're just going to touch here and there. Make this nice little tree here. Just kind of taking the corner of the brush and getting up in here where we think our tree branches and stuff might be. and automatically your
Ready?
okay. Now, just wipe our brush off on a paper towel, get that dark color back off there, and then pull right back through this white. I'm just pulling it straight out here like this, and then we're going to turn it back upside down and do a couple little bushes here and there. Okay. Okay, a little bit more. Just get that dark color back off of there. Come back through the white. And just touch in here like this. Okay, and don't forget, we'll have a couple bushes down this way too from this. So we got a little bit of that white in these bushes. And you know, you can almost do a full painting with just making sure that you tap your brush off. Okay, we're gonna just make those reflectors shimmer just a little bit. Very lightly. And then we're going to take our Van Dyke Brown, come in here, just pull out some land here and there. Okay. Pull out our land like that. Come back with some white. Pull a little bit of white under there like that. Now, take a little bit of your other white. And just put your little water line under that edge. And then, of course, a little bit of white here and there. Let me get some more white here. Okay, a little bit of white like that. Just gives you a little bit of shimmer in that water. So, where we're at right now is maybe we'll put another little bush down in here. Maybe a tree or something. Let's take a look. But maybe we should, yeah, I'll put a little tree here, I think. Let me just put one of these big old trees. Take my fan brush. Okay. This is my fan brush I had my dark on. Okay. So, take this one and let's just put us a tree. Yeah, up here. Okay, and this is going to be just a regular old Christmas tree. Because it is getting close to Christmas, we might as well use that holiday for our benefit, right? I really don't want to destroy this part of my painting, but this tree is pretty big, so he's going to come straight on down here. Now you guys don't have to put this in your painting, but just sometimes you take a tree like this, it really brings some character to your painting. And he's going to come right on down here. Take this tree right on down here. That's a nice big tree. Okay, so there we go. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to come back into just the white. And what we're going to do first is just take some of this white and just put a little trunk that shows here and there, because it's kind of close to us. So there's your trunk. And then we're going to take this white and we're going to just put a couple of highlights here and there on this tree. Let me get a little bit more white real quick. Here we go. Now, let me wipe off a little bit of that excess color off here and just scoop up a bunch of this white. Okay, here we go. So, okay, so there we go. A little bit of, and as it gets closer to the bottom, that stuff's just going to get darker, okay? So, there's our highlights for the tree. We want that to be, I want to be a little bit darker than that there. I mean a little bit more, better highlights. So, I'm just going to go in here and I just want to throw some in here that are a little bit brighter in here and there. Maybe there's a little bit more snow that stayed on the tree at that point. Okay. And then a couple little touches here and there. Alright. Now maybe there is a little bit of snow that is setting down in here like this. Maybe it's just, maybe that tree was just setting in behind a little snowbank here. Okay. Maybe it just sets in here like this. So, now that I did that, it looks crazy, but you take your knife, pull some of this white out, and then right here on the snowbank, maybe it just comes on down here. Maybe there's some of that nice bright snow that sets in there. And maybe it just is a nice little hill there. Okay. And then maybe and we'll put just a little bit more right in this area here. Maybe it comes up. It's just a little hill that sets up in front of that. Okay? So now, I'll take that. Maybe there's a couple sticks that just set out here in this area, and maybe that tree, and right in here. Okay, there we go. And I just wanted to do that so you could see that you can still come back and just fix what you did there, okay? Okay, so now for the big excitement. We're going to take this, we're going to peel it off and see what we have. There you go, a nice beautiful painting. Thank you for watching again. God bless, and have a good night. Have a happy holiday. Thank you.